Okay, so just looking at the how the keys of caged can be used here. At this point, this C right here is C-shaped C. Right here, G, C, and F right here. But then we go over here, we've got the A-shaped C. It takes us about 12 or 13 of these things to get to the A-shaped C. We'll be back at the next position. So it takes almost a quarter of the turns of the 60 string shapes keys clock to get just to the A shape, but it's less than a quarter, it's a fifth. Okay, so I'm just showing you that so you can see that we can access all of the keys with this same system. So here we're looking at the system, and I even added to this our Lydian, the Lydian and the Locrian. Okay, so we've got everything. See, we've got an Ionian. Okay, now the D minor is the relative minor of the fourth. E minor is the relative minor of the fifth. The Lydian, we have the dominant, Mixolydian. We have the Aeolian, which is the relative sixth of the root. We have the Locrian. And so remember, the fourth is the Lydian fourth. The Locrian. Okay, and these guys, these guys are the 5 different shapes that you can play on the guitar. Okay, not sure how to explain this in the very best way. There's so many different. It's a very rich system. The cage system, and it does work like in different ways. So let's look at those middle lines. Let's get back to the lesson focus here and get back to those middle lines. So in the key of C, of course, 7 root 2 is our divider line, right? So we'll go to our drawing tool and we'll draw that divider line. We're just going to connect those middle root. In this case, root is C. So everything up here is going to be the treble clef. Everything up here is going to be the bass clef. And middle C is going to be where middle C is. Okay, so where's middle C? Middle C is right here in the middle of the 2 clefs. Okay, and of course there's that really cool circle of this really cool circle of 94 key piano circle where wherever you start on this circle, you just keep going in major sevenths in every other note on the white keys of the piano. So you could start on C major 7th on middle C, play a C major 7th, and then a D minor 7th, and then an E minor 7th, and you've played all of the same note polarities of middle C, which is a line through note. So these are all the line through notes. If you started from middle C and just played that C minor 7th, where are we? I'm kind of having panning problems here. So here's your middle C, line through note, C, E, G, B, and then D, okay, then D, F, A, way up C, all line through notes. So you know that these guys up here, if you played this D minor 7th, and the good thing are going to be line through notes. The good thing to remember about it is no matter where you start, it's going to be the same. If you had a 94 key piano, you could start at F minor 7th, which, and the other important thing is it goes in alphabetical order. So it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So if I start down here, this is all white keys now. No accidentals. This is no accident. coincidences are no accident, right? Sure, sure. That's why they call them accidents. So we got G7 here, and then you just go to A minor 7, and I'm playing every other note. Okay, so that G goes to the A minor 7th goes to the B half diminished 7th. So I know if I started on this low G down here, whatever the polarity of that note is, it would be the same polarity all the way up for all those notes. Let's find that G. It's the G it's called the low, I call it the low G. So why would we call it the low G? Here's middle C, here's lower C, we'll call it the lower G. You see? Here's the lower G right here, sorry. The lower G. So here's middle C, okay, here's middle G, here's the lower G because it's lower than the C, and then this G down here, which is lower than low C, is way low G. Okay, so starting on way low G, that's a line through note. Alright, and we go all the way up. Those are all line through notes. So it'll help you find these notes that are way up here. Is it a line through note? What are we looking for? So way up on the B, this A here is going to be a line through note. Okay, so middle C, upper C, way up C. Right there, line through note, there was that A right there. It just helps. So that's all I'm going to say about that, because we get more practical. Let's look at those lines. Let's look at those lines that define the lines that define. And guess what? They're going to be in the same place. Yeah. In every single one of them, they're going to be in the same place, because now we're dealing with a written staff. So they're going to go right through those middle root G's. All you got to do is find two of them. Okay. Now notice, as we add sharps, more sharps in the key of D, G, we add one sharp, D, 2, A, 3, E, 4. As we add more and more sharps, what's happening? It took me a while to get these things done, because they're quite a little bit different than anything I've done before. Okay. So let's say with A we got 3 sharps. Now we're getting these planetary notes here, but these are still, this is still the line, this is middle C. So what I'm saying here is the middle C string shape in the key of A is going to be 2, 3, 4, where middle C equals D, the D sign right there. So in that case, the case of the key of E, of A, here's the D. It's kind of silly, but the middle string shape would be 2, 3, 4. So anything on above the 2, 3, 4 string shape would be in the upper clef. Anything below the 2, 3, 4 string shape would be in the lower clef. In the key of E, it's 5 and 6. It's simply the A string shape. So if you look at the key of E, let's start on this E on your guitar, the 5, 6 string shape. Now remember, it's the 5, 6 of the key of E. What's the 5th of E? It's B and then C sharp. Okay, so right here it would start up here and it would kind of surround, that's that middle C. Okay. Okay, that's the upper clef part and the lower clef part. That's all this work took to show you. It will help you divide this fretboard into the upper clef and the lower clef region. Of course, they can cross over with the little lines that go in between, go up and down, right?